Jim with Elite Personal Fitness. Welcome to our body shaping routine for today. And today's workout is extremely portable. In fact, no equipment at all, not even like gallon jugs or backpacks, no equipment. I like this because it's so portable. This is a routine you could do if you're traveling, whether it's for work or vacation. You can do it at the office, maybe over lunch, if you have a little break, or obviously at home. You can do it inside, outside. I really like it. It's a total body workout. The only thing you're really going to need is some type of doorway or maybe like a post. You'll need possibly a towel and maybe some water to stay hydrated. That's it. So pretty simple stuff. I realize not everyone's fitness level is the same. Okay. The other thing, guys, you'll need a chair. So a chair or outside bench of some sort. So we'll be using that also. So, and I will make some modifications for different exercises that we'll discuss during the exercise. So, as I mentioned, not everyone's fitness level is the same. So we can, just by using an angle of a chair or a bench a little differently, we can make it very challenging, or we can make it not as challenging for someone that maybe is just beginning, or maybe you're working with an injury of some sort. So let's start this thing off. So we're going to start with a low plank and reach. And again, this is a whole body workout. We're going to start with a couple core exercises. We're going to go through the whole circuit. And I think I'll run through this 2 times, and I'll do this with you in real time, so it'll be easy to follow along. All right. So let's start. Low plank and reach. We're going to get about 10 to 15 with each arm. Okay. So we're going to get down, and a couple modifications for this. Okay. So if you're just beginning, you may want a towel if you're going to go to your knees. Okay. So you can put a towel down. So for someone that's just beginning, or if this is a very challenging movement, you could go to your knees. Okay. So I'm on my knees here. And I don't want the hips real high. So we're trying to do it. So hips fall down just a little bit, and we're going to do just reach forward. Okay? And that's still fairly challenging. Okay? To make it more challenging, you could pop up on the toes and really reach for that wall, but don't turn the hips. All right? So I'll do it like this. Again, you can modify it to the knees. Now there's 10. You want to do a few more? I'll do a few more. Okay. Now, what we'll do is just roll over. We're going to transition into a bicycle kick. So we kind of work those core muscles in a straight plane of motion, with the reach and holding that plank. Now we're going to add a dynamic of going side to side, and we move into legs. So what I like to shoot for is around 25 of these. Okay, so that's a good number to go for. Do not pull the head. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Excellent job. Okay, next exercise. We're going to go to a bridge, and you can use it a couple ways. A chair or bench could make this exercise a little more challenging. Elevate your feet up, so you can use the floor, up, and down slow. Or you could come up to a chair and do the same thing. Make sure and anchor the chair too, guys. It may want to slide on you. So I'm going to come up and squeeze. 1. And we're getting about 15 of these, okay? 2, 3, Press those hips up. Here for the hamstrings, a little bit of glutes and lower back. 9. Really come up high, drive them up. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. All right. Really did a good job getting those hamstrings warm. Okay, so because it does such a great job of getting the hamstrings, the legs a little warm, what we're going to do is we're going to come to your feet. And we're going to go right into a leg exercise. This is great because you really don't need much weight. I'm going to use body weight, and that was the whole premise of this routine. But you could hang or put weights on your shoulders like dumbbells if you wanted to. But we're going to do a 3-position lunge. So they're all backwards. We're going to go backwards at a 45-degree angle. We're going to go straight back, and then we're going to do a little curtsy version. Right? We want to get 8 reps of each of those, and then switch legs. Let's get started. Here we go. So we'll slide out. Make sure you're using your front leg, nice right angle. 1. 2. 3. You can use a chair for balance too, or a wall. 4. 5. 6. 7. Feel them. 8. Okay, so you should feel those, even with no weight. All right, let's switch the legs up now. So now I'm working my right leg, and here we go. 2. Woo, man. Wow, those are great. Little different angles, for the legs, so great way to hit those muscles a neat way. The next exercise, we're going to shift upper body now, and we're going to do the old standby, the push-up. I mentioned you need a chair or a bench. You may have used it already with the bridge. We can use it again here. So with your push-ups, wide variety of options here. Traditional, okay? So if you're doing this outside, you can bring a towel if you wanted to lay it down. You go on the floor, you can go to your knees or on the floor. If going to the floor is a problem, use a chair with your hands, okay? And if you want something a little more advanced, you can actually flip to bring the feet up, which throws a little more weight up in the air. So you're fighting gravity a little harder, and that can be a little more challenging. So I'm thinking around 10 push-ups. Obviously you can do more, but that's a good number. So what I'll do out of all those varieties, okay, I think I'll put my feet up. Now remember, you don't have to do that. You can put your hands on the chair if you needed to. So match your fitness level. I'll throw feet up. Remember, one sternum going between the hands, not the head. So I'm here, I'm just gonna come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I did a couple extra there just for fun. So that is going to hit the upper body, those push muscles. Now, it's a little harder to do pulls. We talk about this when we do body weight workouts, because when you think of body weight workouts, right away, you're thinking lunges, squats, maybe some type of jumps. You're thinking push-ups. You know, when you get crazy, there's handstand or pike push-ups and the variety. Not a lot of pulls, right? Unless you can do pull-ups, which a lot of people can't. So we're gonna go to a doorway or a post, and we're gonna do our old familiar doorway row. If you've seen these videos before, we throw these in occasionally. It's a great way to use your body weight. It's similar to using like a TRX, okay? Using your body weight and gravity to make these muscles work. So your feet, your foot position can dictate how challenging this exercise can be. Also, there's this mind to muscle connection. So I'm gonna think about the lat, okay? And maybe I'll start with this side so you guys can see a little better. So if you're in a doorway, you can obviously rotate slightly to get a grip on the molding, so the trim, okay? So, or if you have a post like this, it's nicely set. Don't lose your grip, all right? So we're here, I'm focusing right here, guys. So I'm gonna drive the elbow down, squeeze the back, and come back. And again, my feet, I can adjust a little bit. And I'm really trying to squeeze it back as I pull up. 4, 5. I can really feel that. 13. 14. Wow, burning. The first time it may feel a little awkward, but as you do these, you do a couple of sets of these, usually the second set will feel better, and as you get used to it, you'll get better and better at kind of target that specific muscle. So we're gonna switch sides here. Squeeze up. 2. Drive that elbow behind you. 3. 4. All right. Oh, surprisingly challenging. If you can get to the point where you can really isolate that muscle, they're very good. The next one, we're going to do a pike push-up. So we're going to try to move that. Instead of emphasizing like the regular push-up, it's a lot of pec involvement. We're going to shift that to more shoulder work. So these can also be done from your knees. Now, we used chairs in the past, and you could still do that. But if a traditional pike push-up is here, okay, so you're leaning over, looking between your feet, top of the head coming down, drive it up. Now you could, again, use a towel, come down on the knees, and now we're sort of doing the same thing. You're just gonna come down and drive up. Okay, so really simulate a shoulder press, overhead press, right? So somewhere, guys, in the around 10, I'd say 8 to 15 is a good range. So I'm gonna come up here and come down, drive up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really light shoulder. Okay, now when you come up, guys, I'm going to take a knee, come up kind of slow, because that can get you a little dizzy if you come up too quick. That head's below level of the heart, so just be aware of that. Come up kind of easy here. Okay, the next one, we're going to do a tricep extension against a wall. So again, you could be outside, it could be an exterior wall. if you're inside an interior wall. For the purpose of this, I think I'm just going to use this post, although a wall is much better because you can adjust your hands a little bit easier and really dial in that tricep. So I'm using post, but basically you want a relatively narrow grip. Probably your hands are shoulder width or slightly in when you're doing this. Hands slightly up, and then again with your feet, as you step back, it gets more and more challenging. So you can adjust your feet based on how intense you want this exercise to be. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to come forward and press 1, 2, 3. Try to tighten those triceps right here. 4. So you're squeezing back the arms. 5, 6, 7. Great, and I can really feel those working. So again, it's that mind to muscle connection. The next exercise I'm gonna do, we're gonna do a wall sit, and you don't have to do the front raise, but I'm gonna do like 10 slow front raises. You could use just your hands. If you have a towel handy, guys, a towel works pretty well. So I'm gonna take a towel and roll it up a little bit. I'm gonna grab it, maybe just outside shoulder width, and I'm gonna pull apart a little bit, and I'm just gonna raise this up. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a narrow stance with your feet. We're gonna slide down about parallel to the floor, keep the back nice and straight, and now I'm just gonna raise this up, and we're gonna do just 1. We're just go kind of slow. 2. 3. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll take a towel, sit off the side, grab a water, guys, and anytime get a drink. You can always pause this. I'm gonna take a sip as it's 1 round through. Okay, so I'm gonna take a sip of water, and we're gonna knock out the second set. Okay, so we start back at the top, a low plank, either from your knees or, if your fitness level allows, the toes. Keep the body square to the floor and reach for the wall. Don't just do this. Really reach to engage that core a little more. All right, so here we go. Ten to 15. And 15 is pretty challenging with each arm. Transition to your bicycle kicks. And if you want to do your bicycle kicks, you could do them close by your chair or bench if you're going to use those for the bridges, which come next. So 25 bicycle kicks. So I'm gonna go to the chair. Remember, with these bridges, you can use the floor. Okay, same thing, kind of like this 2 count, trying to get those hips up high. I'll scoot to the chair. My chair is anchored. You don't want it sliding on you. And we have about 10 to 15 of these. Right? Here we go. So we're up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Okay, that was 15 of those 2 count high bridge. Next, our lunges. So I'm up. 3 directional lunge. These are pretty good here. All right. So at this time, I'm gonna start with my right leg, just for the heck of it. So my right leg will be planted, so I'm gonna work this right leg. Here we go. Out. Straight back. And I'm trying to stay fairly square to the front wall, even though my feet switch. All right. Really effective. Okay, we'll switch them sides. Here we go. I need to switch legs. I'm gonna quick drink here. Those are tough. Okay. So now, push-ups. Remember, lots of different intensity levels here. From traditional to knees, hands up on the chair, feet up on the chair. So, did I say feet up on the chair? Your feet up on the chair. Here we go. Okay, guys, around 10 or so. I know a little more than that, but it's all good. So, shake that out for just a second. And we're gonna hit the opposing muscle group, the antagonist here, which is the pull, which is the back. Remember to try to expand the rib cage and drive that elbow behind you to really contract that back. Okay? Here we go. I'll start on the left here. Okay, switch hands here. Whoo-wee. Okay. Now, we hit the shoulders a little more. So we're gonna hit that pike push-up. Remember, we go to the knees. Here we go. Come up slow when you're done. Okay, I'm gonna come kind of slow here. All right. Okay, let that blood circulate for a second. Wall tricep extensions are next. Or in my case, a post tricep extension. Here we go. So you really squeeze back the arms right here at the top. Oh, oh, oh. Okay, I can feel those. Wow, we made it was fast. Let's go back. We have our wall sits. So don't have to do this towel. You can just use your arms if you wanted to. But the towel makes it a little more financial element to it. So you get in position here. Narrow stance with your feet, about 10 of these. Here we go. Back nice and straight. Is 10 for me. I'll come up. Okay, that was 2 rounds of a total body, no equipment needed workout that you can do anytime, anywhere, and you saw several modifications, man, just about any fitness level can do this. So, and this workout wasn't that long. Carve out some time. Easy to do this. I mean, even in your office if you had to. So, hopefully you enjoyed that routine. Something a little different coming at you. This is Elite Fitness, bringing wellness to you.